It's another unemployed Tuesday for me. Great day. The kids are playing soccer. I'm watching them play soccer. Thinking about how my childhood went by so fast. It's crazy. That's just how life is. Every day just goes by, and then it's another day, and then here you are, 21 years later, wondering what the fuck happened. Peace. I went on a mental health run. Sometimes you just need to do that. Got tired, so now I'm doing a mental health walk. Okay, I've decided I'm going to try to give this a go. I've spent a month thinking about how I want to talk about this, and I kind of just procrastinated it and didn't want to film it, but I think I'm just going to do it because I really have nothing else to do now. So, it's been a really weird month for me. Graduated college, got a job, and then after working for around 2 months, just was not happy and knew that that's not what I wanted to do. And I was also miserable at work every day. So I decided to quit. And it was the best decision that I've made in a long time. Yeah, obviously, not having a job comes with its own cons. But my peace of mind and my overall mental health and happiness has literally soared. You know, if we're looking at a fucking graph, when I had the job, I was like down here. Down, you can't even see it. Down in the depths of hell. And as soon as I quit, the next day I woke up and the birds were chirping and the sun was up and it was a great morning. It was a peaceful morning. Didn't have to worry about going into the office, getting yelled at. I felt like a person again. A little bit of context. I got a marketing job right out of college, basically. And there was a lot of issues with this company, and they were privately owned and very small and didn't have the proper operations in place to be successful in the first place. And then they're hiring a fresh 21-year-old grad, and I didn't have the training or the support or the supervision that is needed in a role to grow. But yada yada yada, you know, we'll talk more about how it made me feel. I felt like shit, honestly. Every morning I was going in, I was like dragging my feet, I was late 30 minutes just because I didn't want to be there, and the work that I was doing was just so boring. Wasn't cool what I was doing. I didn't feel fulfilled. And I just also was not being treated with respect. That's a big part of a good work environment, is feeling like you matter, feeling like your opinions are being heard, and that the work you're doing has some sort of impact, which none of what I was doing reflected any of those. So, you know, I was going into the office, counting down my hours till lunch, which half the time there was no lunch. Nobody fucking took a lunch. Like, what are we supposed to eat? Air? They said skinny girl summer, I guess. Girl, I have to eat. And I would feel guilty for, like, leaving the office to go grab a fucking 10-minute bite. God forbid a girl needs food. That was just, like, not a good office environment. Like, I was stuck in a little, basically like a little cubicle. No windows. No windows, dude. For 8 hours a day. And then, you know, half a month in, they extend the hours from 9 to 5 to 9 to 5:30, which, you know, whatever, 30 minutes, big difference. But when you're already miserable, every minute feels like an hour. So that extra 30 minutes, was not great. Was not great. And long story short, helicopter. Whoa, two of them. Okay, long story short, I was just very miserable, and I knew that I deserved more, and I knew that I needed to respect myself, and I wasn't being respected, and I wasn't able to grow or hit any of my personal or work goals in that environment. And so sometimes you just gotta take the L, and you gotta say, okay, this is not the right fit for me, and I recognize that now. And instead of waiting until you're a soulless creature, you just, decide to take matters into your own hands and take initiative for your own life and quit. Needless to say, my days have been a bit of a fever dream now. I can wake up whenever I want, can do whatever I want. Obviously, I'm still applying for other jobs, but it's like, it's great. Not crying every day. Not from work stuff, at least. Not miserable every day. Not getting yelled at every day. Can breathe. Can take walks on a random Tuesday. And yeah. So a lesson in life is sometimes you just need to bite the bullet and you take a look at the bigger picture and you ask yourself if this is what you want. Take that leap of faith, trust yourself, and trust that things will work out, and that things will align with you once you put yourself into a better vibration, better position, better energy, whatever you want to think. You know that one quote that's just like, if you're on the wrong train, the further you go, the more expensive it's going to be for you to turn back around. That is basically what a lot of situations are in life. I also asked ChatGPT for advice just because I was bored. It said, if you walk into a house and it's on fire, do you walk deeper into the house or do you get the hell out? And I saw that and I said, okay, I'm quitting. So thank you, ChatGPT, for motivating me to quit. Don't know what I'm gonna do now, but we're gonna find out. Every day is a surprise. Every day is a little gift. As Forrest Gump once said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.